Okay guys, so here is our updated electronics that we're running in the Bro RC bodyboarder. Here we have the well tried and tested, totally waterproof King 120 amp ESC. Has a number of good functions. The two most important functions is your LVC, your low voltage indicator, and then also your overheating indicator, also water cooled. Then we're running the Leopard 3660 245 kV motor with a water cooling jacket, and then we have a all metal standard size all metal gear servo for your steering. And then on board we have the small receiver, 2.4 gig, and still using the FlySky 2-channel pistol grip radio, the FSGT2E pistol grip radio. Well tried and tested. Okay, a little pointer I'd like to share for you guys. I do this with all installations, but for those DIY guys who are fitting your own electronics, I just always suggest you put a bit of this self-adhesing neoprene on the wires and the antenna from the receiver, so when you put your balloon over and you put your elastic bands around here, it forms a real good seal around the wires and the balloon. I've tried it for quite a while and it has worked exceptionally well. So there we have the receiver, nicely tucked away in a balloon, well sealed from any of the moisture precipitation that could find itself inside the housing. So there we have the receiver nicely tucked away, antenna nicely sealed, and every board is tested, electronically tested before it's wrapped and shipped. And what I'm going to indicate to you here with this system here, which is quite unique, you can run a 2-cell, 3-cell, 4-cell battery depending on the power that you want, and whatever battery you connect, this ESC will automatically calculate the battery cell count and adjust for that. So you'll hear when I connect the 3-cell battery, which I have connected this, you'll get 3 beeps, 1, 2, 3, and a long beep will indicate that your low voltage cutout is active. So if you listen carefully, that was your 3 beeps, 1, 2, 3 beeps. So you know that your computer has identified the correct cell count and that your LVC is on. LVC is your low voltage, so when you're surfing the surf and the battery gets to a certain voltage, your board will shut down to 50% power, indicating to you that it's time to bring it in and change out the battery so that you don't be stranded in the water. All ready to go. Okay, just a heads up here, I have mentioned it, I continue to mention it, and I'll always continue to mention it. One of the only things you have to do when you receive a ready to surf board is connect the matching plug that is on your battery to the ESC. There are millions of plugs out there. Every battery supplier has a different plug. People have different plug preferences. So all you have to do when you get this board is to make sure that you have the same plug, the receiving plug for the batteries that you've purchased, and be sure to have them well soldered onto these wires. And do not, and I stress again, do not get your polarities wrong, because if you do, you're going to blow this dear old ESC inside here, and that's going to cost a good couple of dollars to replace it. So just remember, when you buy your battery, be sure to buy the matching plug. You just need one end, you just need one plug. Your batteries generally don't come with that receiving end for some bizarre reason, but make sure that you get your matching battery plug. On the radio itself, you'll see that I just with a bit of Tipex, just white dot the 2 steering and throttle reverse switches. Often people tinker around with those, get them wrong, and then the board either is steering in the wrong direction on actuation or the throttle is not working. Yeah, just make sure that you always have those matching up.